Hi, Tiff from SASP here. I'm going to take you through a pregnancy workout. You're going to want to wear something comfortable, have a bottle of water to drink, and something to use for a bit of weight. Food cans, bottles, or if you've got dumbbells or bands, they would be perfect. Okay, let's get started. We're starting with a warm-up. We're going to do a few movements, a couple of circuits to bring our pulse rate up and to get our joints moving and our muscles warm. When you're pregnant, the main thing is don't work too hard, and we don't want you to overheat. Listen to your body. If your joints don't feel good, anything doesn't feel right, slow down, take some rest, or stop the workout. Okay, we're going to start with 30 seconds on each movement. Start with walking on the spot. If, like me, you have trip hazards all over your living room, like toys, just tidy those up first before you get started. Keep the movement small to begin with. If you're feeling a little wobbly, if you're quite heavily pregnant, just take this slowly. Walk slowly on the spot. If you're in the earlier days, maybe the sprightly second trimester, make that march a little bit bigger. Okay, we're going to move into a box step. Step forward, step back. Step forward, step back. So I'm obviously wearing jeans, not normally the perfect attire for exercise, but this is going to be quite gentle, okay? So if getting changed into your exercise kit is going to stop you doing it, then just do it in whatever clothes you are wearing. And if you're quite pregnant, probably jeans not going to be ideal unless they return into jeans. Okay, turning it into a heel dig, step, step. So we're just stepping forward with that leg, tapping the ground with the heel. Again, if you are quite late in your pregnancy and you are feeling quite heavy and big, you may feel a bit off balance, in which case just slow this down and go with what feels good, but if you can go a bit faster, then do. Okay, we're going to do a step and reach to the side. Step and reach. Step and reach. Go at a pace that feels comfortable. It's going to start to mobilise the spine, the shoulders, the hips. You should start to feel you're breathing a little bit heavier now. Okay, we're going to do all of those again one more time. So back to walking on the spot. If you need to take it slowly, go at your own pace. If you can, pick up the knees a little bit, walk a little bit faster. Good. If at any time you feel a bit dizzy or faint, or you just don't feel right, just sit down, stop, take a bit of rest, have a sip of your drink. Okay, we're going to take it to the box step. Step forward and out, and then step back. Again, if your balance is feeling a little bit off, just slow it down and you can make the steps smaller. If you can do a bit more, go for it. Into our heel digs, tap the heel, forward. Now if you can, begin to bend that base leg a little bit more. Again, if you are late in your pregnancy and you're a bit top heavy, don't go too low. Or if you need to, you can hold a wall or you could put a hand on a chair to help you balance. Or just keep the movement smaller. If you can, just start to dip that leg a little bit. And then our last round of twist and reach. Good. Again, a little bit of a knee bend if you can, reach out if you can. If not, keep it slow, keep it steady, keep the movement small. Okay, that's the end of our warm-up. we're going to do a little bit of mobilisation now. So some arm circles and some trunk twists. Arm circles, gently, slowly bring the arms up overhead, back behind you, and then all the way around. Don't overstretch this. When you're pregnant, you have a hormone called relaxin in your body, which makes everything stretch, ready for birth and to help accommodate the pregnancy. But it can mean that your joints overstretch. So anything that involves stretching, don't push it too hard, just gently go through the range of movement. Stretching out our chest is really good. It's an area that gets really tight through pregnancy, and once you're holding those darling babies, they do pull us forward, okay? So keeping open here is really key. Feet under hips, we're going to go into our trunk twists. Keep the hips pointing towards the wall in front of you, hands up under your chin, and you're going to twist gently, twist gently. Again, the back can all sort of tighten up and seize up a bit. All the sitting and feeding once baby's here, and when you're pregnant, sometimes you just feel rubbish. You just got to sit down on the sofa, your back can just tighten up a bit. Okay, one more to the left, and we are back into arm circles. Good, again, if you're feeling a little bit off balance, just slow it down, go with what feels good. But any time you feel a bit unsteady, stop, take a break. Have a sit down if you need to. Okay, one more. Good, and back into our trunk twists. Gently tuck the tailbone. Gently pull in your belly button. Once you're in the third trimester, that gets really tricky. You sort of lose contact with your abs a little bit because they're quite stretched. But just gently brace your abs, and it does help support your back. One more. Arms down and rest. Okay, we're mobile, we're warm, we're ready to go. We're going to do 4 movements: a squat, a bicep curl, calf raise, and a lateral raise. So let's go through what those movements are going to look like and do a little warm up first. So into your space, let's do some squats to warm up. Feet hip width apart or slightly wider. Hands forward, but shoulders are back and down. You're going to sit back as if you're sitting onto a chair. Push your knees out, you don't want them to roll in. If I turn to the side, you're pushing your bottom back. You want to avoid coming forward over the toes. If you are suffering at all with pelvic girdle pain, which sometimes can feel uncomfortable around the pubic bone or up on the back of the pelvis, then take the feet slightly narrower and don't go down so low. Just go as far as you feel comfortable. If it feels really sore, then give this one a miss. If you are later on in pregnancy and this is too much, then skip this one. Okay, we're then going to move on to bicep curls. Get your weights, whatever they are. Feet under hips, shoulders back and down. Gently draw the belly button in. Tuck the tailbone. Slowly, controlled, bring the weights, tins, whatever you've got, from beside your hips up to the shoulders. Just avoid swinging them. Okay, keep it controlled. And from the side, think about your posture, so we're avoiding the shoulders coming forward or arching through the back. Tuck the tail, belly button in, shoulders up and down. Okay, pop your weights down. Calf raises. You're going to want to stand by a wall or a chair, something to help you balance. Feet under your hips, pushing up onto toes and back down flat, up onto toes. Again, posture, draw the shoulders down away from the ears, tuck the tailbone, gentle engagement of your abdominals, which is easier and harder depending on where you are in your pregnancy. Okay, up here. One, and rest. Get your weights again. Last movement is a lateral raise, which is working the shoulder muscles. So again, good posture, standing tall. Weights down by your sides. Gently bend your elbows and lift your arms up to shoulder height and back down. Don't need to go in higher than the shoulders. Again, try not to swing. Keep it under control. From the side. Get that nice posture. The backs of the hands are going up towards the ceiling. 2 more for me. Okay, so we've warmed up, practiced each one of our moves. So we're going to do our first working set. We're going to do 30 seconds on the movement and then 30 seconds rest before moving on to the next one. And we're going to do 3 rounds of that. Again, if at any point you feel too hot, you feel a bit faint or dizzy, you get any discomfort in your joints, or it just doesn't feel right, take a break, take a sit down, have a drink. Emma? It's giving us a 10-second countdown. So get into your comfortable squat position, feet outside the hips or just parallel with the hips. Hands forward, off we go. Sit back into your chair. Your invisible chair. So of course you are going to get heavier as pregnancy goes by, as it rolls along, and your legs will be getting you up and down out of chairs, up the stairs, down the stairs, and then of course once baby arrives, you'll be carrying the baby, you'll probably be carrying a car seat. There we go. Okay, so we really need those strong legs. Take a 30-second rest break. When you're pregnant, you need slightly longer rests than you would ordinarily take. So we don't really want high intensity interval training or anything like that. So give yourself a good rest break. Get hold of your weights for the next movement. Bicep curls, feet underneath your hips, shoulders back and down. And when we're ready, we're going to tuck the elbows in, off we go. Bring the weights up to the shoulders, back down to hip level. Under control. We want endurance in our biceps. Once you're holding baby, the biceps really do burn. So we want strength and we want endurance. So we're going slowly that way to build that endurance in the muscle. Okay, pop those down. And we're moving on to our calf raises after our 30 seconds rest. So as you get heavier through pregnancy and then once baby has arrived, your body's carrying a lot of extra weight during that time, while also having a stretching effect of relaxing. So a lot of pressure goes through the Achilles tendons, so it's a really good idea to strengthen this area of your body. Hold onto your chair or the wall, feet under your hips, shoulders back and down, tuck your tail. Okay, push up and down. Control the movement. Keep the weight running through the centre of the feet. Try not to roll the feet in, roll the feet out. Keep it controlled. If you are in the 3rd trimester or the later parts of the 2nd trimester, this may feel quite hard because of the extra weight. If it does, just slow it down. Take little rest breaks in between if you need to. Just do what you can. Okay, and rest. The last movement in our circuit is our lateral raises. Okay, feet under our hips, shoulders back and down, and we enjoy our 30-second rest break before we start that next movement. So shoulders are really quite key once baby arrives. So if you haven't got your car seat for baby yet, you have to sort of hold it out here, which really kills the shoulders. When you're doing that, try and swap arms. The tendency is to try and always do it in one arm, but maybe swap over. Okay, let's go. Lifting up and down. Just up to shoulder height. A little bend in the elbow. Keep it under control. Backs of the hands are coming up towards the ceiling and back down. Side view. Watch your posture. Temptation can be to sort of slump down as we're doing this, so shoulders back and down, tuck the tail, draw the belly button in. Good, and a rest. First circuit done, 30 seconds before we do our second loop. Okay, back into our squat position. Whatever's been feeling comfortable for you. Feet just outside of our hips. Get the shoulders back and down, tuck the chin gently. Perhaps you feel more comfortable with with your arms crossed like this. We'll give this one a try for the next one. Okay, off we go. Push your bottom back as if you're sitting back onto a chair. Go as low as you feel comfortable with. If you're in the first trimester, maybe the first part of the second trimester, and you've not got that much extra weight, you might feel able to go a little bit lower or maybe go a little bit faster. And if you're in the later stages, just slow it down and do it more. Okay, take a rest. Get your weights. At any time that you want to, grab your water, have a sip. Go with what feels good on that one. Okay, back into your bicep curl position. Feet under your hips, relax the shoulders down, tuck the tail, and get ready to go. Up we come. Keep those elbows tucked in. Try not to let the elbows flare out as we come up. Your biceps are really being elevated once you're carrying the baby around. Again, try and swap sides. The temptation is always to carry baby on one side, but when they get here, try and spread the load so you're working both biceps. That's good. Well done. Okay, put those down, take a rest. We're back onto our calf raises. So head over to your chair or your wall that you're using for balance. Enjoy a nice rest, have a nice sip of your drink if you would like to. Again, get your posture. Imagine you've got a piece of thread pulling you up from the crown of the head. Draw up from the crown of the head. Now if you're in the first trimester, you could do some of these on one leg. Help you work on your balance, and it'll make it harder. But if you, once you're starting to gain a bit of weight and your balance is starting to be challenged, then stick with 2 feet. Take a rest. Get hold of your weights again. We've got our last upper body movement of this circuit. Our lateral raises, working the shoulders, and then we'll have one more circuit to go. Again, if you're starting to feel a bit too hot, then maybe just pause, take a little break. Okay, bend the elbow slightly, off we go. Up to shoulder height, literally like you're trying to fly, but slowly. If you're doing this and you're finding that you can't really feel which muscle's working, then that suggests you might need a heavier weight. So if food tins isn't really giving you a warm feeling in your shoulder muscles, then there we go, stop there. Take a rest. Then you might want to try using like a squash bottle instead. So a tin is going to be about 1/2 kilo, 500 grams, whereas a litre squash bottle is going to be like 1 kilo. So it's going to give you more weight. Okay, lateral raises. So we're on to our last round next, going into our last set of squats. So get into your position, wherever is comfortable for you. I like arms forward, so I'm going to stick with that. At this point, you can keep hold of your cans. If you're not getting enough work, keep hold of your cans for extra weight here, okay? Let's go. Feeling good, make them a bit faster, make them a bit lower. If you need to, slow it down, okay, side view. Pull the belly button in if you can. I can feel my shoulders coming forward already. Shoulders back and down. Watch out you don't lock your knees at the top, just straighten the legs, and rest. Okay, back to your weights, last bicep curls. Now breath after those squats. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Shoulders back and down. Just let the shoulder blades just kind of relax and melt down the back. What we want to avoid is kind of like squeezing them back and pinching the back. Just relax them down, gently draw up from the crown of the head. Okay, bicep curls, off we go. Same as the lateral raises. If you're not feeling work in the front of the arm here, then these might be too light for you. If you've got food cans, for example. So look around your cupboards. Sometimes things will have written on there like 1 kilo. Look for something a little bit heavier. Okay, good. Right, pop those down. Last set on calf raises. Enjoy your rest break. The nice thing about pregnancy workouts, you just get a little bit of extra rest. It's just about going with the flow and listening to your body. It's less about trying to really push yourself really hard. We're not working on PBs here, we're just working on staying active and just keeping the body moving. Okay, off we go. Keep it controlled, don't rush. This is one that looks easy, but actually, if you rush it, rest break, last movement on our last circuit, our lateral raises, our shoulders, feet under your hips, again melt those shoulders back and down, gently tuck the chin and draw up, move the crown of the head, take a few nice deep breaths, so where you just start to feel that nice warm feeling throughout your body, where you're going to enjoy it afterwards that you've done the hard work. Okay, then those elbows slightly lift up to shoulder height and down. Fly away. Backs of the hands, as if you've got puppet strings that are being pulled up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are back and down. Avoid coming up through the shoulders. Up and down. Pull up through the hands. Okay, and rest. Well done. So now we're just going to do a little cool down and a stretch. Okay, so walking on the spot. This time we're just keeping it nice and easy. Nice and slow. Okay, and then we're moving on to our box step. Keep it small, keep it gentle. Let me move back so you can see my feet. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Just bring our body temperature down slowly. Pulse rate back down. Good, heel digs, keep it small, keep it easy. Enjoy the nice post-workout feeling. Satisfied, you've done your bit. Okay. And a little step and reach. Now I've just put a trip hazard in my way. Watch out for the chair that you've just put out. Try not to hit it. Maybe step away from it or move it. Okay. Good. One more round. Stepping on the spot, just walking on the spot. No need to make it big or fast this time. Cooling down. Box step. Good. Into the heel digs. Nice and small, really slow. And a small step and reach. Okay, and then just a gentle stretch to finish off. So again, we want to target that chest a little bit. So bringing the hands onto the back. Okay, either place them onto the back, or you might want to clasp the hands together. And we're gently going to draw the shoulders back and lift the chest. So try not to arch through the back. The back's going to be under a lot of pressure. Okay, tuck the tailbone, and just, even if it's a small stretch, don't go too far with this. You just want a gentle opening. Okay, good. Now take hold of your chair again. We're going to see if we can do a leg stretch, the front of the thigh, the quad and the hip flexor. Now I can feel mine are really tight, So again, all the sitting and feeding, sitting down a lot when you're pregnant, and I couldn't walk around much at the end. You do get tight through your hip flexors, so this is another really key area to work on. If you're feeling a bit top heavy and your balance isn't good, keep hold of that chair, keep hold of the wall, okay? Other side. Tuck the tail, draw the belly button in, stand tall, and just gently press the hips forward. And rest, and you're done. Well done.